YouTube recently announced that they were changing the algorithm in order to select thumbnails for videos, and this has upset a lot of YouTubers, including me. We can't now select our thumbs. It used to be at the 25%, 50% and 75% mark of your movie you could select your own thumbnails. I've just been testing out the new algorithm just to try and see what they're doing, not figure out the algorithm. That's not my forte. So I made a little 20-second movie here, and I put in totally unrelated thumbnails of girls' bottoms at the 4.5 to 5.5 second mark, the 9.5 to 10.5, and the 14.5 to 15.5. Made the movie and uploaded it to YouTube to see what thumbnails would be generated. On the first video uploaded, the thumbnails generated took an awful lot longer than they used to, and I put this down to the new algorithm. But you will notice here that the first slide came up and the other two images are random. The default image, it was just a few seconds after halfway through the video point. And on the second upload, again, you'll find that first slide thumbnail also turned up, and the default center one is the same, and the last appears to be different and a random image. Next, I did a similar thing with a little promotional movie that I made for Beyonce Screensaver, and that has some fairly sexy images of the lovely Beyonce in, and added the slides in the same position. So I'm now going to produce and upload this and see what happens. Interestingly enough, this time around it has grabbed my second slide, which is at the middle position of the movie, and the third one is the 3/4 point. This first one is actually the intro to the movie. What I'm going to attempt now is to shift the slide from the 1/4 point to the beginning of the movie and see if I can get all three thumbs to show up. Okay, here's my timeline in the video program, and this first slide here I'm just going to shift to the beginning of the movie and produce it. It appears here that our first two thumbnails have been generated randomly, but our third one is from the 75% point in the movie. My little theory here is that it's going to grab at least one thumbnail each time. I'm just going to re-upload this and test this theory out. Here I shifted the thumbnail from the very beginning of the movie back to the 25% position, and like our very first example, I actually get the center grab of the movie and the 75% one again. So I'm actually going to replace these thumbnails with pictures of Beyonce. I've got a feeling that the closer your content is to the, your slides are to your actual content, the more chance you're going to get of these thumbnails coming up. So let's do it and see. Well, here you can see I've achieved the same result, replacing the bottom pictures with pictures of Beyonce. So it seems the closer that your images are to the content, the more chance you've got of getting your intended thumbnail. I hope more people do some research on this, because YouTube changing this algorithm has really affected a lot of people's views. If you enjoy this, please rate it and have a look at my channel.